Well, good morning, everyone. This is our guidepost for the day here on the Way. If you don't like the guidepost here, you can find one of your own. It's not compulsory, but it's just a way to start the day with a few inspirational thoughts. And today I'm basing those inspirational thoughts on a poem that I wrote just over a year ago called Powerful. So I'm going to read you the poem, I'm going to comment on the poem, read it to you again, and then close the broadcast. So this is Powerful. I'm not powerful, but gentle. I'm not forceful, but I win. What others take by force will be mine without a sin. For I am like a rippling brook, whose water cuts through stone. Gently, I change hearts. I can make things feel like home. For the work of the Spirit is so different to that of mind. The powerful in body may not know how to be that kind. There are those who love from passion, but natural is my way. So please leave forcefully advancing to another day. There's a dizzying excitement. Where will this power lead? But you will be safe and warm if you'll stay with me. Love and power can go together, but mark my words, my friend. Kindness, gentleness with serenity will be better in the end. So in my mind, when I wrote this, was the way that people coach. And I was referring to the way that I coach as opposed to the way that some others, they call them action coaches, coach. And these action coaches are quite powerful, quite bullying, really. They get the results, so it works. And if somebody browbeats you into conforming and behaving to what is really actually their plan for getting you from where you are to where you want to be, and you're okay with that, then okay, go with that kind of coach. But the kind of coach that I saw myself as is one who is gentle. I appreciate the feelings that people have in their lives, the hurt from the past that they have to confront as they're being coached. You've got to face your own demons, even if they aren't demons from the past, demons from now, the ones that you're coping with every day. And I'm compassionate and caring and kind as people go that way through my coaching program, because I've gone that way through my life. And so I think that that's how other people should be treated, with respect, with acceptance for who they really are, not who they can be bullied into being. So, but the important thing in this kind of coaching that I do, and there are testimonials on my website, apsmithonline.com, which show me to be the one who actually gets the client to where they want to be, even though we don't demand 20 press ups and then another 20, then another 20, then just 5 more, just 5 more, just 2 more, just give me one, give me one, give me one. Without doing that, we still get clients to where they want to be. And that's why I said, you know, without a sin, I don't have to force you as my client into doing something you don't want to do. But this also has a spiritual meaning. The poem, it's understood on a much deeper way, as if it's love itself talking and saying, it's like a rippling brook that's that the water cuts through the stone. You know, I went to the Grand Canyon, and the guy who first discovered it, the first Westerner to go there, said it's such a shame that this great natural beauty will only be seen by a handful of people. Well, I think I was the one of 10 million visitors at Grand Canyon back in 2007. The massive number of people go there. And that was started by the Great Colorado River when it was only a stream. And it just cuts through that rock, and it's just water. Gentle, isn't it? It can be quite cooling in water. It can have a very soothing and calming effect. And yet it's cut right the way through all that rock. And we got on the coach trip from the helicopter, and we drove probably about 5 miles away from the original viewing platform to another one. And I know that it was slightly different, but when I looked out on the canyon, it didn't look any different. It looked exactly the same, this huge gouge in the earth, cut by just water. That's all that happened. The Colorado River went through there and cut this big hole through this really heavy rock. And so this is the effect of love on the human soul. You can get so much more achieved through love than through being a bully. Gently, I change hearts. That's it feels like home. You know, when the changes are coming in your life, and you don't feel nonplussed by the effects that the change is taking. Unfortunately, we have changed. This is the nature of our kaleidoscopic experience of life. Things are always changing. Nothing, in the end, nothing remained the same other than love. It's the one eternal attribute to the duality, love. And if you go with love, then it does feel like home. You might be in a panic. There might be all kinds of horrible things happening around you in your life, but with love in your heart, you can withstand the wind and the rain and all the other phenomena that come to rob you of your peace. Love does that. Yeah, maybe the powerful in body, they know how to move mountains, you know, one shovelful at a time. There was the man who went up a hill and came down a mountain because I think it was somewhere in Wales. There was this hill that was 998 feet tall. And one local guy found out if you added a couple of feet to the top of this hill, it would be then classed as a mountain, 1,000 feet tall or 1,000 foot above sea level. So you can go up a hill and come down a mountain just by making that mountain a little bit taller. But yes, the natural way of doing things, rather than the He-Man way of doing things, not moving the earth by digging it, but actually moving the earth from a spiritual perspective, from a perspective of love that's going to impact more the human world anyway, maybe not the natural world, but the human world in a way that, you know, you might go and live in a new house, you might buy a new car, it's been made by hand, but that which has been made of love is much more resilient to the, Jesus said it, didn't he? The wise man built his house on the rock. And when all the rock of love, and when everything came against that house, it didn't fall. But if you build your house from other things, you know, on the shifting sands of life, then it can all be gone. It can come today, it can go today, it can go tomorrow. So yeah, you'll stay warm if you stay in the arms of love. And love and power can go together. I'm not arguing here in the poem against powerful. Powerful has two different connotations here within this poem. The first is the bully boy tactics of powerful, but then there's the powerful way in which love, like that water cutting through the Colorado River, cutting through the Grand Canyon, there's a way in which love can gently get rid of all the things that are harmful to you and be a blessing in a very spiritually powerful way. And I will always argue for kindness, gentleness, serenity. It's always better in the end that way. So here's my poem, Powerful. I'm not powerful, but gentle. I'm not forceful, but I win. What others take by force will be mine without a sin. For I am like a rippling brook whose water cuts through stone. Gently I change hearts. I can make things feel like home. For the work of the spirit is so different to that of mind. The powerful in body may not know how to be that kind. There are those who love from passion, but natural is my way. So please leave forcefully advancing to another day. There's a dizzying excitement. Where will this power lead? But you'll be safe and warm if you stay with me. Love and power can go together, but mark my words, my friend. Kindness, gentleness with serenity will be better in the end. Namaste.